Stories of espionage are always popular on Weibo, and although the Cold War is long over, new stories of espionage between the US and Russia still pop up from time to time. And according to a Weibo post that's been getting a lot of attention from Chinese internet users, Russia has ordered the expulsion of a US diplomat after claiming that he had been caught red-handed with disguises, special equipment, and wads of cash. According to the Post, which cites the BBC, the man who is identified as Ryan Fogel was caught as he tried to recruit a Russian intelligence officer. The diplomat was shown on Russian television before his expulsion wearing a blonde wig. Now, most of the time we hear about Russian spies being caught in the U.S., and stories of American spies being caught in Russia are rare. So a lot of Weibo users found the story to be quite fresh and interesting. So now let's take a look at what they had to say about the incident.
So spies are sometimes recruited from foreign countries? I always thought that spies were all trained in their own country. They catch a spy and yet the spy has diplomatic immunity? I thought spies are killed, murdered like how it's portrayed in movies. How come there are always so many news stories about America? America is always up to something. Can't they just stay put for a little while? No wonder America is in debt. Look at their spy program. Do you know how much it costs to keep spies working abroad? You have to give them money, give them backup, give them fancy equipment. America doesn't seem like a country that's going broke at all. This American spy is not very professional. He should watch more American TV and movies. He got caught so easily. How dare you play spy with Putin? Have you forgotten that he's a man out of the KGB? Are Americans not afraid that the spy they recruit would become a double agent? They'll fleece America for money and then sell them fake intelligence. After all, who are they more afraid of, the US government or Putin?
Now, this is not the first time that Chinese Weibo users were made aware of spying activity between the US and Russia. Back in 2010, court papers revealed that Anna Chapman and 9 other Russian spies assumed the identities of people who had died. They also swapped bags in passing at train stations and communicated with invisible ink and coded radio transmissions. Basically, lived how people imagine spies would live. They all lived in suburban U.S. homes, worked as real estate brokers and travel agents before they were finally arrested in 2010 and pleaded guilty to spying. The red-headed ringleader, who was just 28 years old at the time, was dubbed by Western media as a femme fatale and had a number of glamorous photos online, pictures that she apparently posted onto social networking sites. Now, since being exposed as a spy and being deported back to Russia, she has taken on a new job as a host for reality TV and the face of Moscow Bank. All right, now let's take a look at what Weibo users have to say about spying in the 21st century.
I guess if you have money, you can order a ghost to do your work. America is still playing their Cold War games. Do they long for the days of having an archenemy? This is a big reminder. China needs to be on guard for American spies. I bet there are a lot of spies in China, it's just that we haven't discovered them yet. I bet the money that he offered would not allow him to recruit any spies in China. Chinese officials who have access to information can make a lot more money embezzling taxpayer dollars. Chinese officials do not need to sell out their country to foreign governments to become rich. I don't think it's important whether they caught the spy or not. In today's society, high tech is key. If you have the ability to hack into a foreign government's files, you can download more information in a few minutes than any spy can collect with his little miniature camera.
As you can probably guess, China also has a large intelligence network. According to an article from the New York Times, it's generally believed that Chinese intelligence agencies operate differently from other espionage organizations by employing primarily academics or students who will be in their host country only a short time, as opposed to spending years to cultivate a few high-level sources or double agents. Now, one known case of a Chinese spy working in the U.S. was that of Katrina Lun. Now, Lun was a high-value FBI and Chinese Ministry of State security agent who was in 2003 indicated by the United States Department of Justice for unauthorized spying of national defense information with intent to injure or benefit a foreign nation. Now, seeing as she was working for both the Chinese and American intelligence unit, it's unsure where her loyalties lied. But regardless, the United States government believes that she critically compromised the FBI's Chinese counterintelligence program.